What's happening, everybody? How you doing? Yeah, this can't be zipped. So, FYI, I don't care if you offer me $5 million. I'd have to politely decline. News is crazy. Protests every week. Riots. They used to have riots every 30 years. Now they have riots every week. I feel bad for everybody in a riot, but I really feel bad for the fat riot cop. You know, he was just home, chilling, the phone rang. There's a riot, get your riot gear on, be downtown in 20 minutes. And he's like, I haven't worn that stuff in 9 years. Honey, I'm getting fired. I wore it for Halloween 3 years ago. Do we still have it? It's not gonna fit. And she's like, you never know, just try it on. You're doing so good. I can see it right here. He's like, are you looking at me? Look at me from the side. We know it's not gonna fit. Be positive! Honey, I just ate a whole pizza. Hot dogs were in the crust. I was dipping that into queso dip behind your back. We know. But she still gets him to show up at the riot, the helmet's just on top of his head. The visors, yeah. The visor's all fogged up. The vest isn't covering any vital organs, just his boobs. If he gets a boob shot, he lives. Yeah, you never even saw the fat riot cop before. You'll never not see him now. Every riot, you can be like, where is he? There he is right there, look. He looks like the float in the Macy's Day Parade. I think it's because I'm getting older. I'm getting older and I don't like my friends. I think the older you get, it's true. The older you get, the smaller your group gets. Have you noticed that? We're in your 20s, groups are huge. Let's all go together. All 78 of us, friends for life. The older you get, you're like, are they going? Because if they're going, I'm not going. Because, yeah, I hate his wife's face. I think because when you're 20s, time doesn't matter. Time, it's like, we're gonna live forever. Friends for life. My hair's always gonna be hair. I have 30 summers left. Yeah, that's a real number. I don't have time for crappy people in my life. I've dumped my friends. I have one friend, I can't stand him. He's Italian, not even full-blooded. Till we go to an Italian restaurant, all of a sudden he's off the boat from Sicily. It's like, what are you gonna get? I don't know, I'm thinking of getting the pasta fagioli. Who are you? What's your name? The waiter doesn't know. He's from Mexico. He doesn't understand a word you're saying. Sean. I have another friend. Oh, I can't stand him. He loves telling stories. You have that for, dude, I got a story. Great. And his stories stink. They just stink, and they're boring. But he thinks they're awesome, because in the story, he always says true story, like you're not believing it, and you are, because they're just boring stories. I'm like, stop saying true story. You're not a Navy SEAL. Navy SEALs can say true story. Their stories are epic. Their stories like, dude, I killed 5 guys with a nickel. What? True story. This is the nickel. His story stinks. He's like, dude, I just went to Aruba. I got a story for you. I'm like, oh, this should suck. He goes, me and my wife on the beach, water's edge, sun setting. We look out at the ocean. At the last second, dolphin came up out of the water. True story. Yeah. I believe it. It's the ocean. That's their home. That's where dolphins do that kind of stuff. Did it happen in the parking lot? Did it come out of asphalt from under a Honda Civic and murder an old lady in a Lark? That's nuts. I wouldn't believe that. If you say true story, the story should be epic. The person's eyebrows should be like, what? True story should be nuts. Like, dude, check this out. A month ago, I was on my couch. I looked over. My dog's bunghole opened up. I heard angels go, ha. A pearl fell out. My wife walked in, went, I was looking for that. Picked it up, put it on her ear, left. Haven't seen her since. True story. True story. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you.
How you doing, my friend? Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. Robert Kelly. That is how you do it. For more info on Robert, go to robertkellylive.com.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.